free world is counting on the United States of America. Friends, the United States of America is counting on the state of Indiana.
The machine is now closed. Clerk will tally the roll. 19 ayes, 31 noes. This bill has been defeated.
Washington, D.C. thought they could come into Indiana and silence our voice. Well, we sent a message back to them.
A decisive vote that sent shockwaves across the country this week. Indiana Senate Republicans soundly rejected a proposal to redraw Indiana's congressional districts ahead of the midterms. Currently, Republicans control 7 of Indiana's 9 congressional seats. President Trump had hoped new maps would have given Republicans all 9 seats.
Now, the president has also asked several states, including Indiana, to redraw lines early, and that was to try and guarantee Republicans stay in control of the U.S. House for the rest of his term. Fox 59 State House reporter Hannah Adamson has led our coverage on this from the very beginning, and now some of what could happen, the outfall of this.
Yeah, she continues that reporting tonight with some powerful figures threatening to retaliate against the state of Indiana because of last night's vote.
Despite a 5-month pressure campaign from the White House, the majority of Indiana Senate Republicans joined Democrats Thursday to defeat a redistricting bill, the president's first major domestic policy defeat of his second term.
19 ayes, 31 noes. This bill has been defeated.
In defiance of President Trump's demands to redraw Indiana's congressional maps, the Indiana Senate decisively rejected a redistricting proposal Thursday, 19-31.
There are some concerns that going this route is not the best way to get more conservative representation in Washington, D.C. from the state of Indiana.
State Senator Liz Brown resigned from her leadership role in the Senate Republican caucus Friday. A statement reading in part, quote, "We who led the conservative effort to redraw our congressional maps are devastated about yesterday's vote. We failed our conservative voters, our colleagues in the Indiana House, our Indiana congressional delegation, and the president."
I wasn't working on it very hard. Would have been nice.
President Trump says he will support candidates running against the Senate President pro tem, Rod Bray. Bray is up for re-election in 2028.
There's a man named Bray as I guess, head of the Senate. Was that Bray? Is that the name, Bray? I mean, I'm sure that whenever his primary is, it's, I think, in 2 years, but I'm sure he'll go down.
Both Governor Mike Braun and Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith say they also want to see Republicans who voted against the bill primaried.
We welcome Donald Trump Jr. to come in, and we're going to find some really good America First candidates to run in this next primary season.
Beckwith says while it's highly unlikely the General Assembly will take up another redistricting bill in the near future,
the governor and I, we've talked about it. He may call another special session. We may see a map come up next year. Now it won't be in time for the midterms, but I don't think this fight is over.
In a since deleted tweet, the lieutenant governor also hinting to threats of financial retribution from the White House, saying in part, quote, "The Trump admin was very clear about this. They told many lawmakers, cabinet members, and the governor that this would happen."
Is there going to be retribution? We're totally focused on what Hoosiers have elected us to do, and that is to serve them.
Political science professor Laura Wilson says the decision to withhold funding would ultimately fall on Congress, not the president.
The actual action of stripping funding from the state of Indiana, though, is far more complicated and really not in his purview.
We've reached out to the governor's office for comment. We have yet to hear back. The General Assembly will reconvene next January to resume regular operations and is expected to gavel out in late February. Reporting from Indianapolis, I'm Hannah Adamson.